Hello Taurus, this is your weekly tarot read for October 6th through 12th, 2024. If we can get things rolling, there we go. Let's get the honey and the chipotle sauce out of the way, shall we? Okay. That makes a little bit more sense, but your first card for the week, Taurus, for Sunday and Monday is the Five of Cups. You may be facing something that you regret or that you feel great disappointment in. This could be because of the anniversary of the death of somebody or an anniversary that you no longer get to celebrate. So, overall disappointment. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. You could be attempting to finally make a change, and it could be the sudden bout of depression that's brought this change around. You're facing some emotional baggage that you've been carrying around for quite a while, and self-blame from what the Five of Cups is saying. And then you have the King of Pentacles at the end for Friday and Saturday, so make this make a little bit more sense. Okay, so Taurus for Sunday, Monday. It looks like you, again, are facing some depression, maybe a depressive episode prior to today. Maybe memories coming back up and something that you have to face, but ensure that you're not neglecting some relationships that you still have. Don't start blaming them for any issues that you may be facing because of these previous relationships or problems. In doing that, you could be turning your back on people that you love and trust, and you could actually rely on, but you may be more focused on a castle that you left before, so a series of relationships, a series of events that are no longer currently in your life. You've crossed a bridge, you have troubled memories about this place, about this time of your life, and you thought you got over it, but you can't stop looking back. All this is going to do is keep you stagnant and looking stubborn and like you've turned your back on what it is that you actually still have. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, you are transitioning, but you're transitioning by going backwards. So in general, this week it looks as though that this entire week, for the most part, is going to be a lot of emotional issues that you may have been hiding from yourself, and that you have been ignoring until everything finally comes to a head. This could be triggered by an event, but it doesn't look like it is. And for Friday, Saturday, with the King of Pentacles coming up, it looks as though that's whenever you're going to be not necessarily focusing on money, but you're going to be focusing on the practical things, where your feet are, because in these other two images, I'm going to say that he is standing on sand on the bank of a river. And then in the second card, he's paddling a boat across troubled waters, which are up here, trying to seek the stable ones, but whenever you're going backwards and trying to row against the tide, you're not going to get very far. As much as you don't want to change, just because you're faced away from the direction that you're going, does not mean you won't be pushed into changing whether you like it or not. Even if you are going through a bout of depression or emotional instability, or needing to face some things that you knew weren't done, and you knew at some point you're going to have to deal with them, that might be what's coming up for the majority of the week. So regardless of how wishy-washy everything seems to be, you will end up finding your feet again and finding some kind of stability. So you might find this time of stability through giving to others. And your leadership abilities, even though they may have been coming from a place of bossiness or pushiness, you could actually be allowing other people to make their own way and walk their own path, but giving them resources that make it easier. Because the King of Pentacles is just someone that has something, that has resources. And by allowing other people to move on in their own way, you might allow yourself to be able to move on in a way that you did not expect. I am going to leave that there for you for this week, Taurus. And now I'm going to do my promo spiel. If you stayed for this entire reading, thank you very much. Please come back for daily, weekly, and monthly readings. I do other readings too, like pick of cards and random yes, nos, and things like that. So I will also be doing private personal readings here soon, so please keep an eye out for that. There will be an announcement on the channel. You may have problem breathing this week too. It could just be stress or it's kind of odd. And that didn't start until I started doing your reading too, so keep an eye on your health. If you have any chest pain or any sun irregularities, go to some kind of health practitioner. Keep an eye on it, especially if it's out of the ordinary. Okay, well, I still don't have anything else coming out, so thank you, Taurus, for tuning in, and I will see you next week or for the weekend reading.